Section 3, CPT policies and frequently asked questions. What if my CPT experience ends earlier than expected? If this happens, please contact ISSO right away so that we can assist you in accurately updating your authorization. You will be required to obtain updated documentation from the employer about your last day of employment. This may include a signed resignation letter, termination letter, or the company otherwise providing updated documentation about your last day working there. You must remain enrolled in the CPT-related course. For undergraduate students, work with your Career Services office to see if you can still pass the course if your experience ends early. If the CPT course was your only enrollment for the semester, reach out to ISSO right away to ensure that you are still properly enrolled to maintain your valid F1 immigration status. Can I extend my CPT experience? Generally, yes, so long as you receive the updated authorization from ISSO. If you wish to extend your experience within the same semester, for example, your summer internship was originally going to end on July 31st, but they want you to stay for an extra couple of weeks before the fall semester starts, then reach out to ISSO about updating your employer documentation so that we can extend your authorization. However, if you are extending your experience into the next term, then you must initiate a new CPT request in SciStart and enroll in the CPT-related course for the next semester. Again, never assume you can continue working beyond your originally authorized CPT end date until after you have received your updated I-20 with new CPT authorization dates listed on the second page. What is the Form I-9? The Form I-9, or Employment Eligibility Verification, is a form that every U.S. employer is required to complete when they hire a new employee to ensure that they have valid U.S. work authorization. If you have worked on campus at Iowa State, then you should have completed your I-9 with ISSO at the time you were hired. For an off-campus CPT employer, it is their responsibility to complete the I-9, and they should contact you with what documentation is needed. In addition to your I-20 with CPT authorization, you will likely also need to provide your passport or other government ID. While it is the company's responsibility to complete the I-9 for their requirements as an employer, it is your personal responsibility to ensure that you do not work outside of the dates that you are authorized for, as violating your immigration status could have severe personal consequences. Can I work remotely for my CPT position? Generally, yes, but only if the employer has adequate resources and means to supervise and assess your performance remotely. The employer letter should indicate your physical worksite location, including if that is remotely from your home address. You should be honest with your employer about where you are working from, as the U.S. state that you are physically residing in while working could have important tax implications for both you and the employer. Can I have an off-campus CPT authorization and still work on campus at Iowa State? Possibly, but it depends on a few factors. First, by F1 regulations, a CPT authorization and an on-campus employment authorization are separate, meaning you are allowed to engage in both simultaneously. This may include part or full-time CPT in addition to your normally allowed on-campus employment. However, if you have a graduate assistantship appointment, then the optional off-campus CPT authorization must not interfere with your assistantship duties. You should speak with your assistantship supervisor about if they would support your off-campus CPT authorization and if it would be feasible for you to fit this additional position into your schedule. If not, then you may need to choose between pursuing either the CPT position or the assistantship position for that term. The university may also have specific enrollment requirements for all student workers, not just international students. So if you are only enrolled in a zero-credit internship course with no academic classes, then you may not be able to continue your on-campus position while also engaging in an off-campus internship. Is CPT only for off-campus employment, or can I be authorized to work at Iowa State? Typically, CPT is used for off-campus work experiences. In certain situations, CPT can be authorized to work at Iowa State above and beyond what a normal on-campus employment authorization would allow. This may include a graduate student who has been offered a 30-hour cumulative graduate assistantship appointment, or certain other on-campus internship or hourly opportunities directly related to a student's major course of study. However, CPT cannot be authorized for non-student employment positions, such as a professional and scientific or faculty appointment. If you have an opportunity to work at Iowa State that would not be covered by the normal on-campus employment authorization allowed to F1 students, then please contact ISSO so we can advise on your options. This concludes the CPT workshop. Thank you for attending. While we probably did not answer every question you have, we hope this provides a thorough overview of the eligibility requirements for a CPT authorization and the process for applying. For additional information, please see the Curricular Practical Training informational page on our ISSO website, located in the Students menu. For questions, please feel free to use the Schedule Appointment link to arrange a 20-minute appointment with your assigned International Student Advisor, or you are always welcome to email in your question to isso@iastate.edu. Finally, if you are ready to submit your request, then you can find all required forms in our SciStart system. We wish you the best of luck in finding your next internship or other professional work experience. If you have any future questions, please be sure to let us know.